Hello, welcome back. So I watched the live video, and I'm sorry that yeah, the audio was really poor in the live video. I think that was primarily the bandwidth. The microphone seems to work quite nicely, so you know, the little microphone, hopefully you get a nice clear sound even when I go outside. So hopefully the audio should be quite good when I've got good bandwidth. Anyway, so not live for you this video, but live only for me. But there, so yeah, the aim of the video to bring you up to speed with what we've been doing in preparation for the flower shows this year and how the plants are looking. Of course, the plants are the most fun part. They don't look spectacular yet, but then that's to be honest, that's quite important. I don't want them to look spectacular yet, because if they did, we'd be in trouble when we got to May. Anyway, so here we are. So here's some of the plants. This is Tiger. This is a group of Tiger, which are fantastic Clematis. We launched last year at Chelsea. It was an absolute hit. It really was such a stunner. It made a wonderful display. In fact, the plants looked so good on our display. A lot of our competitors came to photograph it. But there we go. Yeah, so it looked really good. We're looking forward to having that on the exhibit again. Here we're inside the gherkin, this green covered polytunnel. You know, this green cover is quite clear. It lets through a lot of light, and that's good. It helps us push the plants on, give them the best chance to sort of you know, get them in flower for Chelsea, because some of these, this one is the new Clematis Charmaine, which is a lovely double red. So these buds, these are very, you see they're very rounded buds. They will make a double flower head. So where they're very rounded like that, they should make a double flower. So that is new. That's from Raymond Everson. So really excited to have that on the exhibit. There's some good height to those as well. So they're at the top there of a 4-foot bamboo. So yeah, they should look really good for Chelsea. Yeah, so also in here we do have to push these forward. These little compact. This is filigree. Very, very compact little Clematis indeed. They're starting to make bud. Chelsea's 6 weeks away yet, so we don't want them flowering too soon, but there we are. We might have to move them to a shade area soon. Some of the lower growing fill-in plants in here. Yeah, so rather sparse in this tunnel at the moment. We'll probably have to put some more plants in here to hurry them along. There's been such cool weather so far this spring. We'll have to probably push some of them along soon. Yeah, let's go across to the hothouse. I can show you what we've got in there. This is the small hothouse. It's just a clear poly cover on here. There's no heating in these polytunnels. It's just a small space. So of course the air inside here warms up quite quickly. So here, straight ahead of me, 4 foot high, this is Jack Manii Purpurea. Jack Manii Purpurea. Wonderful Clematis. Yeah, superb Clematis. Lovely foliage, nice thick strong stems, coming on very nicely. Indeed, so we can start to see some buds forming here in the leaf joints. But that's got a good another probably 3 foot or so to make before it really flowers. Yeah, and in here these are all plants that flower on the new soft growth, so they have to be brought in here and pushed forwards to get them to flower in time for Chelsea. So who else have we got? This is Rosalind. This is a beautiful Clematis from Wimsnuje in Holland. Yeah, that's a fantastic Verticella. Be nice to have that on the exhibit again. I'll put the labels in properly later. Yeah, so looking really good. Now the most important ones to show you in here are of course the ones we're launching at Chelsea. So these, there's, if we got here, we've got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down here 6, 7, 8, 9. And they are Prince William. And Prince William will be introducing at Chelsea Flower Show. We're going to be showing a whole collection of Clematis with royal names with royal connections. This is a fantastic Texensis type. So yeah, we're really getting excited about that. It looks like a really nice Texensis. You can see how bushy it is. The Texensis can be a bit thin to start with, but here now we've got a good number of stems there. Lovely thick stems. They're nearly as thick as a pencil. Yeah, incredible lush stems. So yeah, really excited to be showing that for you at Chelsea. Right, let's go. Just shut that door so we don't let any of the warmth out. We'll go down to the cooler area. This is a polytunnel we use just simply to keep things ticking along. These don't need to be hurried along. They're not. We're not hurrying these. They should flower fairly naturally at the right time for Chelsea. So these don't have to be pushed. They shouldn't have to be held back. They should be able to stay in here, and we should end up with good results. So this polytunnel is affectionately known as Ethel. So Ethel, what have we got in here? This is the most full of all. These are all Chelsea plants, by the way. Everything you're seeing in this video is all for Chelsea Flower Show. Now, short fill-in plants, Giselle, Samaritan Joe is this collection here. And then some of these really short ones. This is a lovely new one. This is called Kitty. There's a marvellous picture of this on our website. Really, really sweet little thing. Kitty. So it's going to be compact, prolific in for a patio pot. It's going to be perfect. One that we feature quite heavily, Crystal Fountain. This is Crystal Fountain. You can see what a bushy, lovely bushy plant that is. That's just one of our saleable plants, a plant that we would send by mail order. That's typical of what we send. A cracking little plant. Yeah, so we've got a lot of Everson plants in here. These in these blue pots. These are all sort of Raymond Everson Clematis. He's bred a lot, of course, that are very compact for patio containers. There's another batch here. So they're brilliant for us for filling in at the base of the exhibit. So there you are. There's a bit of tying up to be done here and there. We can see that these stems need tying in. This time of year we would take a lot of these plastic tapes off and replace them with wire split rings. So wire rings that are plastic coated. We'll take these off because they're very obvious to the judges. We'll put a wire ring in to hold that together. It's quite a long process. It takes a lot of work, a lot of time, but the thing is it means that we get a much better end result. And there we are. Like, this is the sort of thing which we now need to get this brought up here and tied up. Lay that one in there for now, but we must come and tie her up. That's Pat Coleman. So there, lots still to be done. I'll just show you one last little thing as we go down here. This is something we've developed for the selling shows, because we're going to Malvern this year where we're selling plants to the public. You have tables on which to put your plants to sell so people can see what you've got, but the problem is very often you don't have a nice area, sort of a sales desk as it were. You don't have such a neat, tidy, clean area on which to package the plant, put it into a bag, give a customer their receipt and so on. So so this winter we've developed this, and this is This is a very typical plant trolley, and we've cut and modified to sit on top of it. It's really glamorous, this. A kitchen cupboard. But well, obviously we're going to change the top so you won't see that, but the idea is we've now got somewhere to keep all our catalogues, leaflets, we've got a proper fixed cash tray, and we've got a nice surface on which to, well, we will have a nice surface on which to write, actually make the sale. So the drawer here will obviously go in and be filled with all of the stationery that we need. It's going to make our life a lot easier, but it takes some time to do these things, but it will help. And of course with this on a trolley we can just wheel it in and out. It's going to make life really easy. And at Chelsea, because we don't sell plants at Chelsea, you just end up with basically a tall narrow lectern like you would in a lecture theatre, a tall narrow thing. But once we've got our catalogue stands on the top of it, this is our catalogue stand as we use at the moment. Once we've got that on top, there's not a lot of space left for taking orders, so it kind of gets in the way really. So to do away with this and leave us a nice big space on which to write out orders, we've come up with a different solution for the catalogues, and that's what we've got here. So these are short and they'll stand on their own. We can stand all our catalogues in there. There's space in the back of it for boxes of catalogues to go in. So we have the catalogue, leaflets and bookmarks. People can just pop their money in there. So there we are. There's all sort of little things that we've been doing over the last weeks, and I hope you found it interesting. Next time I do a video you will, I'm sure, see a lot more flower around the nursery as well. So not so much to show you today in the way of flower colour, I'm afraid, but there we are. I hope that was interesting, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Bye.